So next up, the White Hat Award. This award is for a young player who's turning heads and destined to make the leap to franchise status. Bo, I wanted to start with you. If you had to give out this award, who would get the White Hat Award?
That's Anthony Edwards.
Okay.
The no-brainer. I'm trying to think the last time I had a favorite player. I have a favorite player. I have Anthony Edwards as a favorite player, like when you have a favorite player. Because one thing about the league, as they look for so many of the guys who are so similar and do the same things, it's hard for somebody to stand out in terms of their game and their personality. And it's that one. And I think we saw them get into the Western Conference Finals and the way that even though he did not come through in the end, him in the recognition that, I'm this dude and we got to get better. And then he went to the Olympics and rose to the occasion on that one. He's like, I should be the best player here and played like he should be the best player, right? That's the one.
In addition to that, too, the Netflix thing that came out with Starting Five.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a perfect vehicle for everybody to be like, all right, let's get a look at LeBron James. Clearly the face of the league for this long. Even the way they introduced him in the Netflix joint, you could tell the entire NBA, everybody that has business in basketball is like, this is the guy. This is the person we want to be the face of this league for the next several years. And he plays like it, and he doesn't hide from it, which I think is huge. Yeah. I got players that I'm big fans of, young players that are out there that I think could be franchise players, but there's only a few of them that had that thing that like, yo, I want to be this dude, right?
Don't everybody want that.
I'm a big fan of Paolo Banchero. I think that's a dude who, in Orlando, it's not Minnesota, so like, it's not like a market, but I think a little bit of that stuff matters as well. They got a great young squad. They got some great players on their team. And he is like 23, 22 years old, putting up crazy numbers. Granted, he got hurt, but before he got hurt, I was ready to put him in the Ant-Man conversation. Like, yo, he might be the dude that comes up and becomes the next sort of like face of the league, because Orlando has always, they won't hold on to their top pick, but you're going to have a fun ride for them first 4 or 5 years, and, it'll be great. We've seen it with Dwight. We've seen it with Shaq. We've seen it with Penny, T-Mac, all these guys. You can be a face of the league or one of the most important players in the league in Orlando, right? Seen it sparingly in Minnesota. Ant is doing a lot to change that. But, there's something about being a dude who takes it on no matter where it is. And I think that's why so many people like Anthony Edwards.
We're also forgetting something major about Anthony Edwards. He's now doing the Christmas Sprite commercials. And he's holding them shits down. That's major. That's a major transition. He doing the Christmas Sprite.
It's hard to do.
Bro, the Christmas Sprite, that's important. Sprite.
You in the households now.
Bro, that's important. Sprite. And he's holding them commercials down.
For sure. They christened him the first time when they gave him the Grant Hill commercial. It was like, Edwards drink Sprite. Edwards drink Sprite. And he did the whole joint. And
those
Grant
are
Hill's
the commercials we used to, though.
Yep.
As fans of sports. So I'm glad that Sprite was able to.
For sure.
And he's the most Atlanta person in the history of professional sports. There's never, and not no close to Atlanta, not no outside. I can't believe. When they showed his house during the draft, I was like, I know where he lives. And then I looked up where he was from. I was like, yep, that's exactly where I thought it was. It tracks.
I love Ant, man. But in addition to Ant, in addition to Paolo Banchero, let's talk about John Morant, man. He's come back hooping this year. Grizzlies second in the West right now.
So that was going to be my white hat, Ja. And I say that because we love comeback stories, right? I think that's what makes sports. Like, we get a chance to look at somebody rise and fall. What Ja is doing right now, and he's not going to get all the credit that he deserves because of it. This takes time.
Yep.
Right? You got to perform first, and then everything else will come.
Still don't know if he's safe yet.
Right.
All that other stuff.
But he's in a good space. He's in an actually really good space right now, and people is forgetting about Ja, like because of the Ant conversations and just what have you done for me lately, right? We see Ant in the finals, we see Ant in the Olympics, see Ant in the commercials, right? But then now you got Paolo coming up doing this thing, and Ja's just waiting in the weeds, man, waiting for that break. And when Ja get that moment, he ain't giving it back. Nah. And I think he's so hungry right now that he has the white hat, right? Because everybody's against him. Nobody's on his side. He's hooping. He's letting you know that I'm still here. I'm still doing what I'm doing. And I'm getting better as a person.
Of course.
Right? So when you get all of that start to add up, That white hat, Ja got that.
You still doing his breathing exercises? Wasn't that what he was doing?
And there's something about, you know what I mean? I don't want to say he was at the bottom, but there's something about like losing.
You was at the bottom.
Oh, no, he was at the bottom.
It's cool.
Yeah, I don't want to say it because, I'm not going to, his bottom
you've been
look
at the
different
bottom,
than my
champ.
bottom,
People been at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For you to be at the bottom
you got a different appreciation.
and to be able to come up out of that and still doing what you're doing now.
I love that he said, I'm not going to dunk no more. It's unsafe. And then like 48 hours later, that's the dunk of the year. I'm like, that's the type of shit that makes you the face of the league. Sorry, Boston.
Yeah. Happens. I'm going to go Lamelo.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one. I like Lamelo.
I love watching him play. He's just a very exciting player to watch. You know what I mean? Like, I finally got to see him play like live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And even Atlanta was cheering for him. It's just fun as fuck to watch. And I feel like once he like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but once he really gets coached,
Yeah.
he could be very dangerous.
Yeah. Once he get pieces, once he get a team and like once you get the mentality of wanting to win, then now everything's
because I feel like right now it's like they just let him go.
Yeah.
But once someone gets in there and really starts to like mold that, I think he could be incredible.
I mean, the talent is obvious on him, right? I think somebody said LaMelo plays like all the baddies is courtside. Like he's shooting 1-foot threes, doing all types of no-looks. Like it's all flair with him. But now the numbers is backing up. He's averaging damn near 30 a game. You know what I mean? You forget he's damn near 6'8", playing point. And, Charlotte is, it's not a championship franchise, but it's a storied franchise. They've had players that like have become folks that we love to watch.
Story, that was real nice of you. That story was when I was in 7th grade.
I was trying to be nice for the warming up. I know there was some North Carolinians in here, but yeah.
Nice of you. That was real cool.
The jerseys are fire. If they get someone fire, they
All-time
back popping.
great.
Just because the jersey crazy.
He got it lit.
The
They
jerseys
just
fire.
It's a slow process for them. You know what I mean? They got B Miller. They got me too. That's a good one.
See,
That's a good 1-2 punch though, right there.
He's kind of like with Franz Wagner with Paolo, where it's kind of like one of them might be the points, but one of them might be the player.
Yep.
They need a couple pieces. Charlotte.
We talked about a lot of young players. We didn't talk about one person in particular, Victor Wembanyama. What are your thoughts, man?
I mean, it's not even fair to put him in that conversation.
He's a Frenchman. You know what I'm saying? He's just different. Like it's hard to make. He's the face of the league. Like from a global standpoint.
In many ways,
it's Wemby.
But
when you overseas, you hear Wemby.
What you think about him shooting all these threes this year? Like half the shots he's taking the threes, and he's 7'5".
They allowing it, so that's what they do. LaMelo doing it. You just said LaMelo shooting one-legged
But
three.
he making those.
Wemby too.
He's going crazy.
Wemby's
making them.
Wemby, I saw Wemby the other day. It was a trail 3. He was at half court. I think CP was like already inside the 3-point line. And he kicked it back to Wemby. Wemby caught it in stride, a one-leg 3. I said, no, the fuck he did. No, the fuck he just did not. I said, boy, if I did some shit like that, oh my gosh. But I love it. I think it's a bad shot.
Yeah.
But I love the freedom that they are actually playing with today. That's why LaMelo looks like that out there, because he is Showtime. You know what I mean? He's Showtime. He can pass. There ain't a lot of guards that can pass.
Yeah, I think when it comes to all these young players, right? I think the reason why we love Ant is because we've seen something like it before. It feels very Jordan-esque, right? But the guys that I'm really excited about is the LaMelos, is the Wembys, because they're so unique. Like they play in a way that like you said, 7'5",
They
running.
2K players, man.
Yeah, it's like
they the park. They outside in the park.
You just OD'd on all the attributes. It's just like, let's just see what happens. Let's just see if we just make a 7'5" dude who can handle the ball, shoot 3,
That's what they want, though.
I want to get into it. I can't get into it yet.
Wemby? Still don't see it yet.
I know it's good. I just don't like it.
It don't feel right to you.
It's good. Yeah. I know it's good.
What part? Like what is it?
Get your ass in the post?
Yeah, it is also just like it's probably how people felt when Dr. J first got in the league, or like it's just a tall nigga being tall. It's just like, yo, you.
But there's nothing funnier than watching NBA players scared to take layups.
Yeah.
I've never seen like 3 of them on the same possession.
He's completely altering that.
Yeah.
I've never seen this with NBA players.
They should have low-key gave him Defensive Player of the Year his rookie year, because numbers be numbers. you can't put a stat on a dude having a wide open layup and be like, nah, I'm gonna take the baseline. Nah, I'm gonna drill it back. Like just his mere presence.
Wemby the real deal, man.
Yeah, nah, he's great. I'm just like, well, I mean, Wilt Chamberlain, like how people would talk about Wilt Chamberlain when he came in the league.
We don't see those people often.
Yeah, just like it's like you're gonna do what you want.
It's magical though. I can't wait to see how it grows. Can't wait to see how it grows.